Guys, welcome back to another video. Why am I wearing the skin? It looks dead weird. So I don't know what we're going to be doing. I think my brother is not going to invite me. No. So what's in the comments down below? Look at all my skins, guys. Which one should I wear in the next video? And these are my favourite. My Sport Trooper is my favourite. I mean, these are my favourites. But why they all girls? It's just because I did a challenge once. So I'm going to be this. So we're going to be playing solos. So, and I'm not going to talk because what's the point? I'm not going to talk to you guys, but well, I played 2 matches. Eliminations 1 point. Placement 0 points. Victory Royale 0 points. So we can just get the win, be happy, and I'll just end the video. This video will be about an hour. I mean about 25 minutes. And I'll end the video, and then after I've had my tea, I will start a new one, unless my brother invites me. Well, what's happened to my game? I don't know. But we'll get the new dance I got, guys. Hi! Then, hi! Where's the minus 1 point, minus 3 points, minus 3 points, minus 4 points. I'm going to die today. Last game I played, but it wasn't a video. So this is about my 5th game today. Don't remember if I'm bad, it's because I haven't played it for ages. This is probably the first time I've played it for 2 years. I mean, 1. Last year I've been playing it since December. To celebrate Christmas, New Year, and just have fun in the New Year, basically. I've been playing Rocket League of FIFA. So, yeah. I wish I got a blue tack. I think it's the best tack in the game, isn't it? Which is the best pump? Which is better, the pump, the green pump or the blue tack? Guys, what's better, blue pump, blue tack? Leave it in the comments. Or click I to vote now. Say I if it, guys, who's better football, Messi or Ronaldo? In the comments, do I if Messi and Pooh if Ronaldo. Okay? It's a tough choice, guys, but you need to know. So I'm going to open this chest. And be silent, guys. Good. Get in close range. Long range, get in. Guys, sorry about that. Oh my god, I still got a kill, guys. 2 kills in the bag, but not a win.
Drama that helped me save my friend's life. I've always been a normal guy, the one that studies really well, but not a total nerd. I have friends and a girlfriend that I really like a lot. Her name is Caroline. She's a really successful figure skater, and I'm so proud of her. I've never missed any of her performances and even $10 trainings. The only thing I hate is partner John. Caroline spends so much time with him because of all these trainings and so on, and this makes me jealous. At some point, I began to notice that Caroline had become irritable. I tried to ignore her mood at first, since I thought her busy schedule with all the trainings and studying and everything were the reason she was so grumpy. Then I decided to cheer her up. I invited her to our favorite cafe, which had always been sort of our place, and bought her a present. But when she came, she suddenly began accusing me of my annoying interest in her life. That's how she said it. She said that I spent too much time with her, and that she was tired of my constant presence, and I was too jealous of her trainings with John. She ended up saying that if I had a hobby of my own, everything could have been different. But since I'm not interested in anything aside from her life, that we have to break up. And then she just left. At first it was very hard for me to get used to the idea that Caroline and I were no longer together. Every day after school, I would just sit in my room and think. I didn't feel like communicating with anyone. I remember how once I came home and found my sister watching one of those dramas on TV. I sat down next to her on the couch and tried to understand what was happening in this episode of Grey's Anatomy. And guess what? It turned out to be a pretty good show and not as silly as I thought it was. I actually became obsessed with it and started watching the series for the first season. I was looking forward to a new episode together with my sister. I began seeing my friends like I used to before, and suddenly I noticed that my best friend Jim was spending less and less time with us. He said that he just had some family issues, but then one day he called me and said that we had to talk about something. He would drop by and see me that evening. When he actually showed up, I saw his face. He looked pale and seemed to not be feeling well at all. At some point he said, "Me and Caroline, we've been seeing each other for a couple weeks now." I felt my stomach twist somewhere inside me. I was so angry that I just yelled at him, telling him that we were no longer best friends. At that moment, Jim fell on the floor and seemed to be unconscious. My sister ran into the room and started screaming something about needing to call 911. Thoughts were rushing through my head like crazy. I looked at my watch. It was 8:23 p.m. Suddenly, it dawned on me. As if someone were giving me orders, I put my unconscious friend on his back and tried to feel around for his pulse. I could tell that his heart wasn't beating. I pressed my palms to his chest and began to do an indirect heart massage. No one ever told me how to do it, but I'd seen it plenty of times on Grey's. It seemed like a few hours had passed before the paramedics arrived. I looked at my watch again. It only took them 3 minutes to get there. And even before anyone asked me what had happened exactly, I told everything to the EMTs. They did their job, and Jim woke up even before they put him in the back of the ambulance. The next day, I went to visit him at the hospital. He looked slightly pale, but he was alive. He said he had a heart problem that got worse whenever he got nervous, and he was definitely freaking out about the situation with me and him and Caroline. But the doctor promised that he'd be all right after a few days here in the hospital. He also said that things would probably have been much worse if no one did see.
Last year, my classmate Clara asked me to come over to her place and help with some homework. I was really excited because I normally wasn't invited anywhere. I'm more the shy and quiet type. Well, I went over to her place, but instead of doing homework, we ended up talking, laughing, and kissing. We had perfect chemistry, and soon we were in an official relationship, with holding hands and stuff like that. I think both of us were quite happy, but there was one problem. Brandon. He was a douchebag and always flirted with Clara. I didn't even care, but Clara always smiled.
Yeah? Sorry, I will play Rocket League with you, but need to go eat my tea. Bye.